Morning, Ray here, not that one. Well, you're joining me on a beautiful, sunny, clear spring morning. Oh, hang on, no, that's the wrong script. You're joining me on a very dull, overcast with a cool wind morning. Right, let's get going. Today, I'm heading out on a simple overnight bikepacking trip across Suffolk, riding out to Woodbridge, then inland to camp in Rendlesham Forest. In the morning, I will return home via Snape Maltings and Framlingham Castle. First stop is Debenham, a lovely Suffolk village with one of the longest village greens in the country. Passing through Woodbridge now, once home to the Second World War airfield where American B-17 bombers flew from during the war. Woodbridge sits on the River Deben and has a long history with the sea. The river here is tidal and the town has been connected to shipbuilding and trade for centuries. Also just up the river is Sutton Hoo, one of England's most famous Anglo-Saxon sites. I think it's now time for me to head off into the woods. I was very confident with my timings today, so I haven't put any lights for my cycle. That means I've got to be somewhere off the road before dusk. So no pressure then. Watch this space. Finally off the road, and I've just picked up a section of the Wharf Way, so it's quite useful. Still following the Wharf Way. What I'm doing now is just looking for a decent spot. Right, I think I've selected a spot here. Will do nicely. Right, we have got a very simple lean-to. So it should just protect me from, don't think there's any real rain forecast. So I've got my DD magic carpet just to use it's a lightweight ground sheet. Beauty of having a simple setup, it doesn't take long to set up. Right, let's get the essentials out then. Charging all my gear up with that. And I've got my head torch. Cup for my coffee. Gas. Toothpaste and toothbrush. And some tissues. This is tea, beef stew with potatoes, some at the rate. Whoa. Yeah, get rid of that. And then this is going to be breakfast. I've got some granola with raspberry, and that's an Expedition Foods. We're down to the packet stuff. Pieces of beef are a little bit chewy. But right, it's that time of night, guys. So it's not that late actually, it's only about 8:30, but I put about 65k today, so it's quite a way, and I haven't done any cycling for a while, so I'm pretty whacked. So I'm gonna try and get some shut-eye. Hopefully we'll have a nice, quiet, peaceful night. There's not a breath of breeze. The trees are just completely stationary. and it is so eerily quiet. What a lovely, peaceful morning. Oh, it's been a very quiet night as well. It's nothing like the first cup of coffee of the day. Lovely. I bought my giant Fast Road SLR out for this trip with my usual setup frame bag and my Fall Raven carrier on the back, which is very good. I've got the tail fin top tube bag and a little cheapy bag here just to put my water bottle in. Dead simple setup. And then my usual bivvy mat and sleeping bag, the Pipe Dream 400. And that's it really. Very, very basic kit this weekend. 2 dried meals, no frills. Trying to keep the bike as light as possible. But it has been a very nice, comfortable night out here in the trees. Yeah, it's been incredibly still. Heard the odd, very odd little gust of wind in the early hours, but generally it's been, yeah, just like this. I mean, it is absolutely dead still. And it's been so quiet, eerily so. The only slight fly in the ointment is I do seem to be very close to a flight path. According to this, we have to fill the water level up to that level, which is the lowest one on here. I can never help feeling that the markings would be much better off inside. But there we are. I'm obviously missing something here. Called the point, I would imagine. So, I'll put my thumb there. Just a sniff more, I think. 220 mil, that's what it says. Oh, fruity. That's not too bad at all. Nice spot actually. Nice comfortable bed of pine needles. And I've just had a little tidy up, so not left really any trace where I've been. Rendlesham Forest, part of the Suffolk Sandlings. It's a quiet stretch of woodland, though it did become famous for a rather unusual UFO sighting back in 1980. Framlingham Castle dates back to the 12th century and is one of the best preserved castles in England. Mary Tudor was actually proclaimed Queen here in 1553.